It is often said that trees are the lungs of the earth. As meaningful as this statement is, however, it still fails to do justice to the role that trees have with regards to sustaining all life on this planet. Every single life form on Earth is dependent on trees for survival in one way or another. There are tens of thousands of tree species, a significant percentage of which are gathered in the forests scattered throughout the world. Deforestation, wildfires, and climate change are seriously threatening the integrity of the Earth's trees. The question that is on our minds then is what would happen to the Earth if all our forests were to be cut down? If you're passionate about acquiring knowledge and learning, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel for incredible and in-depth explorations into a range of interesting topics. Forests are the lifeline of this planet, performing so many essential functions that without them, the extraordinary phenomena that is life on Earth simply wouldn't be able to continue. Scientists say that since humans began practicing agriculture approximately 12,000 years ago, we've cleared almost half of the Earth's 5.8 trillion trees. That's an astonishing number in a relatively short amount of time. Considering the Earth's 4.5 billion year timeline, there will undoubtedly be consequences for this, some of which are already beginning to unfold with devastating effects. Trees offer so many invaluable and irreplaceable services for the planet, storing carbon from the atmosphere, conserving oil, regulating the water cycle, protecting ecosystems, and providing food and homes to countless species. Efforts are being made to protect and preserve our forests, and in order to illustrate just how lost we would be without trees, we're going to visualize a scenario where all of the forests in the world have been suddenly and unexpectedly cut down. Of course, barring some sort of terrible catastrophe belonging to a dystopian novel, there is no way that we would lose every single tree on the planet like this. In our scenario, however, this is exactly what has happened. Even though these events may never actually come to pass, it's a timely reminder of the future we would be engineering if we were to continue cutting down our forests without putting any efforts into conservation and reforestation. Without forests, the Earth would immediately become a hostile and alien environment. First and foremost, if we were to lose our forests overnight, then an astonishing amount of the planet's biodiversity would also go with them. Numerous animal and plant species are threatened and vulnerable to the point of extinction, and the primary cause of this is loss of habitat. There would be irreversible and massive extinctions of all types of animals, fungi, plants, and insects. Even losing small clusters of individual trees can have an unprecedented impact on biodiversity in local areas. The climate of the Earth would also change drastically, and certainly not for the better. Trees are the lungs of this planet because they function as biological pumps. They do this through absorbing water from the soil and sediment, and then they deposit these water stores into the atmosphere in the form of vapor. Forests are crucial to the mediation of the water cycle, especially when it comes to the formation of clouds, as well as the frequency and duration of rainfall. Trees also regulate temperatures on the planet, providing shade and absorbing heat rather than reflecting it. Trees prevent flooding by acting as a barrier to water, preventing it from streaming into lakes and rivers, as well as protecting coastal lands from devastating storm surges. Forests also anchor the soil in place, which would otherwise just be washed away in the water. Any areas that were formerly forested would become prone to extreme droughts, and there would be floods every time it rained. Without any forested barriers, islands and coastal areas would become submerged and eventually lost to the oceans. Forests also have a fundamental role in combating global warming because they store carbon in their trunks and remove carbon dioxide and other pollutants from the atmosphere. If they were to be cut down, these carbon dioxide sinks would instead become sources of carbon dioxide emissions. Over time, global temperatures will rise, threatening whatever remaining life forms happen to be left on the planet. Evidently, it is because of its forests that life on Earth has flourished and thrived, something which distinguishes us from the barren and hostile environments of other planets. An Earth without forests would no longer be Earth. What we have on this planet is truly unique and beautiful, and its value and significance cannot be measured in words. We hope these insights have been informative, and if you would like to see more of this, then please like, share, and subscribe to this channel.